Don't you think that is funny on how the media houses, the so-called media houses, have to give us updates about what is happening internally in the MK party? Because now there are some reports that have come to say that Colin Makubele and John Hlophe, there was something that had to do with some harassment, some things that John Hlophe did to Colin Makubele. And it's so funny because it is these media houses, the same media houses that we once warned about, that are giving us these updates. And these media houses also, they have some reports from the MK party saying that there are some things, corruption that has been done by the part of Colin Makubele. So it is story after story after story. And this is now this one big scandal that says that more than 70 million from the MK party's account has been coughed out. There are some MK party members that are busy chowing the money, eating the money belonging from the MK party. Since the party entered in parliament, there's some money that have went missing. So the reports continue to say, it is funny because now these reports are not just emanating from the MK party's official website, but it is now the media houses who are coming to give us now these news. And now you and I, now we are in danger. You know what I say? Because there are some poison that we will receive from these media houses, since we know their position concerning Jacob Zuma and the MK party and the EFF. And now people come and just listen and follow to what these media houses are reporting. Because it is said that since the likes of Tornado, aka the second deputy president of Umkhonto weSizwe, Tony Yengeni, came on board, it is reported that Tony Yengeni himself has wanted some audits from the time of the MK party entering parliament until to date. So there's that a dispute. Remember what Floyd Shivambu said after leaving the MK party?
So the president of Umkhonto weSizwe is surrounded by political scoundrels who opportunistically use his kindness, sometimes gullibility that comes with age, to write down fake intelligence report to influence him towards wrong directions. And the reason they do that is because they want to steal money from Umkhonto weSizwe. And they are doing so now. Withdrawal of not less than 7 million rand every month from the organizational coffers. That is what divided, and that is what, and we're talking about this because we raised it internally that stop what you are doing, because you're going to get the party deregistered as a political party, because there's no sound reason on what has been happening, and it's things that we can prove beyond any reasonable doubt, not because it's things that you can change, and it's things that you cannot fake. And for that reason, when we raise every TG who has ever raised that got to be removed as the leadership of Umkhonto weSizwe. And there's no TG who has resigned as Umkhonto weSizwe. All of them were removed to then deal with scoundrels who surround President Zuma to steal money of the organization.
He said something like this. Floyd said there are people who are abusing Jacob Zuma's kindness. They give him fake reports and intelligence because they want to steal money from Umkhonto weSizwe. Withdrawal of over 7 million per month has been made each and every month through the MK party's account. Sure, when I heard this news or when I saw them, I was just shocked. So the sacking of Colin Makubele from being the chief whip have many things to do with this. And what now John Hlophe is suffering, this news of sexual harassment, of any advancement that the deputy might have had, I don't know whether Colin is using that to fight back or these were just a truth. Because the MK party, to be officially honest with you, has not yet announced any now a public statement concerning the matter. Like the issue of Mary Pardee, when she came boldly of saying that there's some sexual harassment coming from the deputy president, in which now the MK party never did anything about that. The only thing we saw Mary Party continuously fighting the MK party in her level best, right? And now all the claims, the allegations that she made against the deputy president, now some of us ended up now deeming them or looking at them with another eye to say that, okay, why now is she fighting for control? Why is she fighting to be the number one in the party and so forth? Even becoming rebellious against the party orders. Then that fight of her striving to be the best put her to a different position. So the same thing now is happening, and if now this thing of sexual harassment has been used to just deal with John Hlophe and these allies, it will backfire badly. I don't want to believe this story until the MK party officially announces on what is really happening, right? Because they did say that there are some serious investigations which are being done by the leaders. So the MK party chief whip Colin Makhubele allegedly pushed a 1.8 million contract with the party for a company linked to her spouse and sought a job for him as her advisor, leading to the now reversed decision by the party's caucus of chief whip to boot her out by the deputy president John Hlophe, to take her out, to saying that, oh, now you are hiring your family. Makhubele's suspension was triggered by allegations that she attempted to channel party funds to a company she directs. The proposed contract had a back data of July 1, 2025, and would have amounted to give her 1.8 million annually had it been approved. The document states that the suspended deputy president John Hlophe refused to sign the agreement, which prevented it from taking effect. So you see now, if now these reports are saying that the deputy president John Hlophe blocked this deal, what do you think now this put the chief whip Colin Makhubele to be at? Because now she can even say a lot of things just to get rid of each other. After all that report, which Nhlamulo Ndlela said that they will still look into it, even citing that some of the allegations were false, and he just put all that aside. Ndlela said that they received a lot of reports from Parliament, but they have been made aware of the nature of the reports, of the allegations, that there's a high chance that Colin Makhubele, now she is employing family members. Chief Whip Colin Makhubele files for harassment, shockingly, after she was demoted from the position by the Deputy President John Hlophe. And now these news are from the City Press. And I don't know how accurate and truthful they are, because some of the media houses are very questionable, especially when it comes to reporting about the MK party and reporting about the EFF. So the City Press reports, I don't take credit for this, I heard it somewhere, but it emanated from the City Press, reports that Colin Makhubele files for harassment charges against MK party Deputy President John Hlophe, alleging that he made unwanted personal advances towards her. Shockingly, listen to this. According to the detailed complaint lodged with the party's high command and parliamentary oversight structures, Makhubele claims that the incident began following a caucus meeting in Pretoria, where Hlophe allegedly invited her to spend time at his private farm in Paarl. Upon her refusal, proceedings to orchestrate a pattern of intimidation, false allegations, and internal manipulations. The complaint describes a sequence of troubling behavior. Firstly, the invitation and the subtle pressure. Then the alleged attempts to dismantle her authority as a chief whip by questioning her venting status and loyalty to the party's leadership. The MK party has not yet released a formal statement addressing the full scope of the allegations. Remember that this comes from the City Press. So very interesting when this comes after the war has been publicly exposed between herself and the deputy president. Then now these allegations, they just emerge out of nowhere. MK Party faces 70 million funding scandals. Members of Umkhonto weSizwe MK Party Parliamentary Caucus have called on party president Jacob Zuma to order a forensic investigation into more than 70 million allegedly siphoned from parliamentary funds. According to the Mail and Guardian, caucus members met last week and resolved to write to Zuma and Deputy President Tony Yengeni cutting funds that have reportedly gone unaccounted for since MK entered Parliament in 2024. Parliament allocates about 6.3 million monthly to MK Party. The constituency offices for its 58 MPs and 5 NCOP members, but insiders claim that there are no visible offices and that the money may have been spent on inflated salaries, travel accommodation and security contracts, a senior MK source told the Mail and a Guardian. You know what is so interesting? Seems like all the media houses, they have all the source, all the information. It's more like now the media houses have turned to be the official MK Party source. Hey, every MP must have a constituency office since 2024. We haven't had any. This is taxpayers' money. The public has a right to demand accountability. Chief of Staff Vanessa Calvert, suspended in July, denies knowledge of missing funds and claims she was targeted for resisting a 180,000 a month service deal linked to Chief Whip Colin Makhubele's husband. Shock. Caucus members are urging Zuma to authorize forensic audit to trace the flow of funds. So this is so very interesting because when Floyd was still in the MK Party, he did outline that there are some monies that are being stolen. Not only Floyd. Remember, before Floyd came in to be the SG, there were some MK Party members, 2 or 3 members that were dismissed. I think it was Thobani Zuma and others that were dismissed of scoffing out the MK Party funds and just not taking accountability when they've been asked of saying that they must give the reported financial report back to the MK Party, and the MK Party dismissed them because they were stealing money from the MK Party according to the investigations. So that tradition seems like it was never put away. It went on until to date. Even now, the monies are still being stolen in the MK Party. If now it is going to be reported that within the 2-year period, the MK Party people or members, those who are stealing money, have coughed out more than 70 million from the funds of the MK Party. This is some serious allegations, and the likes of Tony Yengeni, since they came on board, they were coming now with wanting now the MK Party members to take accountability, to saying that it can't happen that the organization will be operating at this level. It means you are bringing this organization down. What's your take on this? Please leave your comment on the section below. And don't forget that you can subscribe to this YouTube channel, and let us meet you on the next video. And I'm out.